If you do these 5 things the next time you need to go to the vet, I know your vet will love you, you're going to be happier and less anxious, and most importantly, your dog's health is going to benefit. Hi, I'm veterinarian Dr. Alex. This is Our Pet's Health, where my aim is to help you and your dog live the full, happy and comfortable life that you want for them. And the first step is to make sure that the main carer is present in the consultation. You know, this might sound fairly self-explanatory, but very often it's a partner, it's a child, it's a friend, it's a parent who brings the pet in, and understandably so, it might be that you're at work and you just can't make that consultation. But if they don't know the full history, if they don't know the nature of the problem, sometimes they don't even know why they're bringing your dog in the first place. If they're not able to answer questions and clarify comments and clarify points that you might write down on a piece of paper, for example, if they're not the one able to make decisions about treatment options, about different types of investigation that can take place, then it's really very, very challenging to actually care for your pet, to give them the best treatment, the best care possible. With history alone, knowing exactly what the problem is, being able to ask questions about toileting habits, about appetite, about thirst, about exercise and energy levels, you know, that is about 50% of the jigsaw puzzle. We can't ask our pets, I can't ask my patients what's wrong with them. So I rely on the owner, the pet parent, I rely on you to give me that information. And that really is 50% of that jigsaw puzzle. The other 50% being clinical examination and then any lab tests that result from that plan. But I need you to be there, and I really need that good history. With that in mind, the next step is to prepare ahead of time. So actually write down the main problems that your dog is having. What is their appetite like? How much are they drinking? What are their toileting habits? How long has this been going on for? Has it been getting worse? Has it been getting slowly better? Has it been fluctuating? It's very easy to forget all of these details in the heat of the moment, and actually writing that down, it takes all the pressure off. You can sit there and think about it, you know, an hour or two before the consultation or the day before, depending on the nature of the problem, but be very clear in your own mind what the issue is and what these details are. Is going to make the history taking much easier for your technician or for your veterinarian, and it's going to actually allow them to focus in on that problem much faster, and so be much more efficient. That's going to be better use of your time, but also potentially of your resources as well. With time in mind, the next step is to please turn up on time. Now, I know many people will say, but Dr. Alex, my vet runs late. They always run late. Unfortunately, that is often the case. And in many cases, it's because someone before you has turned up late. You know, it's not unusual for clients of mine to turn up 5 minutes late. Now, that might not sound like very much, but actually, if I've only got 15 minutes booked for a consultation with them, that's reducing my time or our time together by 33%, by a third. And we don't kick people out, you know, when that 50-minute slot elapses and the alarm doesn't go off and, you know, we push you out the door. But if your vet has got, you know, half an eye on the clock, if they're worried about running over time, then, you know, they're not maybe going to be giving as much focus or as much care as they could have done. And they might not be able to have as much time to discuss things in as much detail as they would like. So please turn up on time. Please show them, you know, that courtesy and that respect. It really is a bugbear of mine. But, you know, the flip side is, if your vet always runs late, then just give them a call before the consultation. Give your vet clinic a call and ask them, is the doctor running on time? Are they 20 minutes late? In which case, you know, you can turn up a little bit late yourself, so that you're not having to wait in a crowded concert in a crowded waiting room. You know, your pet's not going to get stressed by being surrounded by lots of other animals. And then going back to the theme of communication, you know, communication really is key. So if anything isn't clear, then ask questions. It's a bit of a cliche, but there really is no such thing as a stupid question. And it is literally my job to explain things in a way that is able to be understood by you. And this is different for everyone. You know, what one person might understand, an analogy that makes sense for them, you know, may be different for you. And it's my job, and I'm used to talking to, you know, different people with different experiences, different life experiences, different levels of knowledge about healthcare. And it's literally my job to explain things in a way that is comprehensible, that is clear, that you understand. So ask questions, ask for clarification. Also, you know, be honest. What do you want the outcome to be? What are your financial limitations? What are your physical limitations? Are you actually going to be able to carry out a specific treatment plan? Are you going to be able to give a specific medication? Because if you're not, then you need to let me know so that I can come up with an alternative plan, or I can give you some tips and strategies to help you deliver the care that your dog needs. But without this clear communication, clear and honest communication, it's very easy to leave a veterinary consultation feeling unfulfilled, or feeling confused, or feeling like everything was just a little bit of a waste of time and effort and money. And that's absolutely not what we want. And then to ensure that this understanding and this clarity is maintained while you're at home, actually make notes during the consultation. You know, the amount of information that we retain is actually not as much as we would like. When we go to the doctor with our own problems, and you'd think that then we're really motivated to remember, we actually only remember as little as a fifth of the information that was discussed, and we actually immediately forget between 40 and 80% of that information. To make matters worse, the information that we remember, or that we think we remember, a reasonable proportion of that is actually wrong. And it's no different when you go to the veterinarian. It's very easy to forget key details or to misremember certain pieces of information. So take notes, write down what the recommendations are, make sure the label instructions on any medications are clear. When is that next re-examination due? What do you need to look out for? Is there anything you need to let your vet know in the future? Don't rely on your memory, no matter how good you think it is. And then the next step to optimizing your dog's health is to take a look at these 5 steps to avoiding the most common illnesses and injuries that I see every single day in the vet clinic. So tap on that video, and until the next time, I'm Veterinarian Dr. Alex. This is Our Pet's Health, because they're family.